which goes up with the cost of inflation, as do Canada Pension Plan benefits and the Guaranteed Income Supplement for seniors. A 10% top-up for OAS to seniors 75 and older, and support for low-income workers through the Canada Workers Benefit. But we know that the very best way to ensure Canadians have a good quality of life is to make sure they have good jobs. The most recent report shows that our jobs recovery from the pandemic demonstrates sustained strength. Unemployment is at historic lows, and we have record high labor force participation, including record high participation of women in the economy. This is keeping our economy All of this is keeping our economy and the middle class strong and empowering more people than ever. But we know there's still more work to do to ensure that everyone is benefiting. Our government is committed to building an economy that works for all Canadians, and we've made a lot of progress in the last year. We've helped secure jobs for the next generations of steelworkers by investing in projects like Dofasco's decarbonization facility right here in Hamilton that'll see Canada manufacture some of the cleanest steel in the world. Quite frankly, that's good for the environment. It's good for the quality of air people breathe here in Hamilton and across the GTA. It's good for our bottom line as we grow the economy and continue to compete with the world. But it's the best news of all for generations of Hamiltonian steelworkers who've been proudly making steel here for a long time, who will now see more and more generations continuing to have good jobs in steel manufacturing right here in Hamilton as we compete successfully with the world. We're also investing to create new opportunities for resource workers across the country, like the workers I met in Saskatoon last week who are mining the critical minerals and rare earth elements used to make the batteries our computers and smartphones and electric vehicles rely on. On soutient nos entrepreneurs et chercheurs dans le domaine des technologies, comme les experts en information quantique que j'ai rencontrés lundi dernier. On garantit de bons emplois aux personnes pour qui c'est important que notre industrie automobile soit forte, que ce soit les travailleurs des chaînes de montage ou les innovateurs ici au McMaster Automotive Resource Centre. And we're delivering affordable childcare everywhere in Canada so that all moms and dads can fully participate in the economy and build the careers they want. Last year, we worked with provinces and territories to reduce fees by 50% for families with children in licensed daycares. This is saving families thousands of dollars every year. And I've been hearing it from families, from parents right across the country who've talked about how the fact that we've dropped childcare fees has made a huge difference at a time where the price of so many other things are going up. Gives them the breathing room they need to be able to support their family and continue to be incredibly optimistic about our future. Now, we've done a lot to deliver for Canadians over the past few months, and we're not going to slow down because we know there are still a lot of big issues to tackle. Top of mind for a whole bunch of people is the state of healthcare in Canada. Our universal system has long been a model to the world, and Canadians are rightly taking enormous pride in it. But what Canadians are experiencing right now is simply not living up to that promise or pride. Too many people don't have access to a family doctor or a nurse practitioner. Wait times in emergency rooms across the country, particularly in rural areas, have become dangerously long. Healthcare workers themselves are under incredible strain as they've stepped up over these past 2 years. So many of them are on the verge of burnout. So many of them continue to work incredibly long hours to keep everyone safe, but need extra support. Got an email a few weeks ago from Trish in Lanark, Ontario, saying that universal healthcare in Canada is something that makes her proud, but she wants her leaders, political, municipal, provincial, and federal levels, to be working together to make sure it's sustainable. And of course, that's something that we want too. Pendant la pandémie, on a apporté un soutien supplémentaire de 72 milliards de dollars à nos systèmes de soins de santé. On l'a fait pour que les provinces et territoires puissent continuer de fournir des soins et des services pour les Canadiens pendant ces moments difficiles. Mais on sait tous que la pandémie a été difficile pour nos systèmes de soins de santé. Et on sait qu'il faut l'améliorer, apprendre des faiblesses et des défis qu'on a vécus au cours des dernières années pour assurer qu'on est là pour soutenir les Canadiens dans les années et les décennies à venir. Alors, au cours des derniers mois, notre gouvernement a travaillé intensément avec les provinces et territoires sur la meilleure façon de relever ces défis. Now, let's be clear. Providing money is certainly part of the solution, and we will do that. But funding alone won't solve the issues that we're seeing. Canadians need to see improvements, better results and outcomes, including timely access to family doctors no matter where you live, a strong and sustainable health workforce, access in a timely fashion to better mental health care, and access to digital health information that follows them to any health professional they see. This morning, I invited the premiers to join me in Ottawa on February 7th for a working meeting on healthcare. It'll be an opportunity to share with them our plans to support the healthcare systems across the country, hear their priorities for investment, and start working together concretely to ensure that we're transparent about how this money is being invested so Canadians can have the confidence that they'll get the high-quality healthcare they deserve for years to come. On va avoir besoin d'informations fiables pour pouvoir répondre aux besoins des Canadiens. Les provinces, les territoires ne sont pas tous pareils. Comme tout médecin peut vous le dire, pour traiter un problème, il faut d'abord avoir le bon diagnostic. Reliable, universal public health care is fundamental to Canadians, and we need to keep it that way. Canadians work hard, pay their fair share, and make sure that no matter who you are or where you live, you can always access health services based on needs, not on your ability to pay. We've got a big, amazing country built on strong, progressive institutions like public health care that Canadians care deeply about. And we're doing the hard work of strengthening health care and making sure that we all live up to the promise of this country. Les Canadiens veulent des dirigeants qui agissent. Notre Conseil des ministres va continuer de faire avancer les choses. We'll continue to work with leaders of any jurisdiction and any stripe to make sure that we're delivering for Canadians because we know that now is not the time for divisive or obstructionist politics. We'll keep tackling climate change. We'll keep addressing income inequality. We'll keep growing the middle class, we'll keep fighting for you, and we'll keep building an economy that works for all Canadians. Merci beaucoup tout le monde.
Thank you, Prime Minister. Merci, le Premier ministre. We have 20 minutes for questions from media. Nous avons 20 minutes pour les questions des médias. Et on va commencer avec Madeleine Blais-Morin de Radio-Canada.
Bonjour, Monsieur Trudeau. Est-ce que vous pouvez nous dire quel montant vous êtes prêt à mettre sur la table pour les transferts en santé? Est-ce que les provinces sont au courant? Et si elles ne connaissent pas le chiffre, qu'est-ce qui vous donne l'espoir d'arriver à une entente d'ici le budget?
Au cours des dernières semaines, derniers mois, j'ai eu et notre ministre, nos ministres ont eu des conversations avec leurs homologues. On sait qu'on a un montant approprié à proposer aux provinces. On est sûr qu'on va avoir des discussions là-dessus, c'est sûr. Mais pour nous, la grande préoccupation, ça jamais